Hello, everyone. Jeff and Derek here with Indiana Liquor Group. And again, we got another episode of Mixing It Up with Bill. Yeah. And this time, this is definitely beyond 2 ingredients, Derek.
I know, but this is my favorite. I love the Mixing It Up with Bill's.
I do too. And I don't know. Bill's not going to be at every single tasting this time, and now we got to figure this mess out.
We got a 50% chance.
We just have to make some pre-made bottles up. And,
yeah, that's exactly right. Well, listen, Bill, you've been challenged.
We have.
So let's see what you got.
Well, we took a classic, so classic old fashioned. We've done this before. This is a typical winter drink, right? So normally we have this, during fall, winter. It's a good warmer.
Yeah.
So we started there, and there's been a recent challenge by someone that we all know pretty well.
Yeah.
So now who's the bootlegger?
Most of the state knows pretty well. So I was going to leave it at that. So I was challenged, and I always rise to a challenge. So we're going to go with our old friend Starlight. We've done a lot of Starlights, right?
Yes,
absolutely. We've seen this one in a tasting before with the Amburana finish. So the tricky part is how do we make an Amburana and an old fashioned mixed together?
And the Amburana thing is it's everywhere now. Yeah. So how do we make it more interesting than what it already is?
Yeah.
So this is it.
Exactly. How do we put it in a cocktail so it is not the only ingredient? It's not just Amburana and we lose all the good stuff with the old fashioned. All the great ingredients up here. So that's what the challenge is today. So we're going live with this. We have never tried this before, so we'll see how it actually works out.
So you've not pre-tried this?
No,
boy.
absolutely not.
Well,
so we'll see. That's part of the fun, though, right?
Do it live.
Yeah, man. So classic old fashioned. We're gonna call this the Amburana Old Fashioned. I know it's super creative, but that's what we're gonna go with. Amburana Old Fashioned. So starting off, we start with 2 ounces of our Amburana finished cigar batch. Is a long name. Cigar batch bourbon finished in Amburana. Brazilian Amburana barrels.
There you go.
It took 2 minutes to go through that title.
It's crazy. So the neat thing, there's 2 different versions. There's also a rum version, correct?
Yep. The Amburana finished in Amburana and rum barrels.
Yeah. And we may, by the end of the month, be able to try both of those.
Yeah.
See how much we end up going through tonight in the live.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the good thing with ILG, if you want to announce that.
Yeah, $5 off. So on this, the Indiana Liquor Group store pick of the Amburana and the Indiana Liquor Group store pick of the Amburana rum finish, we'll be offering $5 off this month.
Yeah, throughout the entire month.
I mean, that's a good deal right there.
Yeah, even if you want it just straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
just mix the 2.
Or
the honey and the Amburana.
Add 10 ingredients into it, either one.
This reminds me of the Terrific.
It's the only one I know how to make.
All right, so we're starting off with our base. So we have 2 ounces of the Amburana finish. So we're going to add 6 ounces here, just because there's 3 of us. We'll split it evenly.
That's 2 ounces apiece.
That's some pretty good math.
What do you think?
All right,
Sound logic.
So that's our base. So in the shaker, I already have ice. So I always use my, really my wife's grandfather's shaker anytime we make old fashions. It just feels right.
Yeah, it does. It's very classic.
Yeah. So we got 2 ounces in there. Next up, we have triple sec. So triple sec you can find on the shelves. So that we have 3/4 of an ounce. So quick math, that's 2 1/4 ounce. Oh yeah.
Did you get that, Derek?
What was the original?
3/4 ounce.
2 1/4 ounce.
So honestly, orange and Amburana doesn't seem to go well right now. At least I'm just thinking that sounds like an odd mixture.
Yeah. We're not on a good track yet.
Yes.
It'll get better.
Yes.
Honestly, it'll get better. All right, so after we have that in there, we have a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. All right, so simple syrup, as the audience knows, as we've gone through multiple times in the past year, equal parts sugar and water.
That's right.
Right, bring them to a boil, let them cool, and then you got your simple syrup.
That's exactly
You can buy it at the store if you want to, or you can just keep reusing the same bottle and make your own. It's got a nice little squirt bottle. Right, so we got 1/2 ounce. 3 times that is 1 1/2.
Okay.
I'll get there.
I thought Derek was tapping there for a minute.
Yeah, no.
He's getting excited.
Well, I'm
grip
excited
exercise
for this, yeah.
Little grip in. All right, so you got 1 1/2 of simple syrup. All right, so we're getting close.
Okay.
We have 2 more really important ingredients.
Okay.
Not counting the ice. All right, so next we have our grenadine. All right, so grenadine gives you cherry flavors, which we found in Amburana barrels. You get a lot of good cherry flavors out of the Amburana barrel, so this should go really nicely.
It should work well,
I think, at least. That's my projection. So we have a 1/4 ounce in here, so we have 0.75 ounces total for the 3 of us.
Very interesting.
I just love that nobody's tried this before.
We have to make sure we try it out before we give it to the boss man.
Well, and if it doesn't work, I guess no one will see this video. If you're watching the video, I guess it turned out.
Yeah.
Or if there's a cut and there's a couple different bottles up here somewhere, we patch some stuff in. Yeah.
See Derek just drinking their lighting back. This is great. Next, I got a surprise for you, Jeff. So we have our bitters. So normally we go with typical Angostura bitters.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So orange flavors are one of my go-to at least. So this one we have Bitter Cube. So these are handcrafted bitters. My home state out of Wisconsin, out of Milwaukee specifically. So this is a cherry bark vanilla finish. So take a little nose of that one.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Ooh. Sadly, though, nobody's going to get a chance to.
Television.
Yeah.
Well, can you order it online?
Yes, you can order online. You can go to the store. All they do is specialize in bitters. So it's just a store of bitters.
It smells like a Christmas
Cherry
tree.
bark. Cherry bark
So vanilla.
Good.
So
Okay.
cherry and vanilla, two of the major flavors you get out of Amburana.
Oh man.
So I saw this. I'm like, oh, this goes perfect.
Why do I feel like that should be put on a sugar cube first?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah. I'll leave that there.
All right. So you just did like a whole.
Might be in the kitchen. That's all right. We'll stir it up a little bit. So typically, as we've learned with our cocktail making,
Magic.
there's different reasons why you might shake or why you might stir.
Yeah.
So usually shaking is going to be with some kind of citrus. I just like shaking this one since there's so many ingredients. I feel like they mesh a lot better together if you shake it.
Absolutely.
That's my personal preference. If you're really to make this, if we're going to go to a bar, they probably would just stir it. Yeah. But I like all the flavors together. Let's give them a little good jostle.
Yeah.
Has this ever been tried in like a slushy?
Ooh.
Well, it's never been tried.
This is the first.
Yeah.
So
it's an ILG store pick.
We might have to
yeah.
trademark this in the future.
That's exactly.
Let's see how good it goes.
We're 7 minutes in and we're all dying here.
All right. So there's number one.
All right, I'm gonna.
Let me check it out through those glasses over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are the
It does
cherry
got a nice
glasses.
little pink flavor to it.
There's like a little pink glass there.
Now, so this is
yeah.
going to be our cocktail straight up. Now, if you want to add a little more volume to this one, like we've done with Old Fashioned in the past, feel free to add like lemon lime soda, some Sprite, some 7-Up, something like that to add a little more volume. But if you want to go sophisticated like we're right now,
Man,
nice.
you
Just
know,
drink it straight up. That is a beautiful
See?
pink.
that's got a great color to it.
That's outstanding.
You really pull those off.
I appreciate
You
it.
should wear glasses more.
These look really good.
All three of us have glasses.
That's good. I can't see in those.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
The Amburana is there on the nose. It's kind of there in the back of the palate.
The brass did it.
That's very. It's a lot of sugar.
Hold up. The brass suggested
Did
it.
they suggest?
I did it.
You did it.
There's a difference.
That's exactly right.
There's an idea man and there's an implementer.
So this, cheers. This is really it's yeah. There's a I would personally I think I would go a little bit less on the syrup just because the Amburana is pretty
thick. Yeah.
pretty thick. But I'll tell you what.
So we take it down like a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup instead of the
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, cut this in half.
Yeah.
But man, like I can't believe how well the Amburana meshes with this.
Yeah.
Like this is just absolutely delicious.
It's just there. It's not overpowering like some of these can be.
And you know, Old Fashions can be for someone who doesn't drink a lot of cocktails. This is just pure alcohol.
Yeah.
But even this right here with that Amburana and the triple sec, I mean, man, it just meshes really, really well.
Yeah. It's very easy to sip on. Just getting into fall, even though it's 110 degrees here in Muncie, but
This would get you in
Close to
trouble.
fall.
This would get you in trouble real fast.
It does, but it drinks very. Very, I don't know, very cool, very sophisticated, very suave. I mean, it's just kind of got.
It's got be in a speakeasy.
Yeah,
right
it's got
now,
this.
just hanging
Yeah,
out.
it's got all
Guys,
this. And
ooze is suave.
I know. It's don't you feel it?
It's just you can feel it through the camera.
Well, folks, I tell you, you're going to get a chance to try this, and I really hope that it's when Bill's there.
Well, I'm going to send a pre-made mixture with Jeff and Derek when I'm not there. So we will have this quality at all 4 tastings this
Amen.
month.
If there's any left.
That's exactly right. We'll see you at our tastings. Cheers.
Cheers.